work boxing, man. I ain't been on in a minute on this channel. But I want to talk about the upcoming fight. Since they saying it's gonna be made, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. Hell of a fight, gonna go down in history. You know, whether whoever you want to win or not is gonna be recorded, win, loss, whoever. But I want to talk about the fight, so after you see the title, you're thinking I'm going for Canelo Alvarez. I'm not. I'm not. One thing we need to worry about to make this a fair fight, we all know, let's be real. What I'm saying? I know it's some Canelo fans out there. Let's be real. Your boy been busted for steroids, okay? He ain't knocked nobody out in years since his marathon to undisputed, which he was putting lumps on people's arms, hit Billy Joe Sanders, made Billy Joe Sanders retire from boxing. So, I think that Canelo Alvarez was on a steroid run the entire time that he was out there, doing that 5-fight, marathon to become undisputed. So I'm hoping that Terence Crawford and his team is not just willing enough, which I'm not saying that they are, to get in the ring with him without, testing. It should be testing for this fight. It needs to be testing for this fight, especially with a man moving up and weight to challenge Canelo Alvarez. We've seen fighters coming out just to survive. I just watched the Skull fight. We know Charlo came there to survive. But Langer came there to survive. Break it down a little bit, and I'm gonna say this at the beginning. So Canelo has changed nothing about his skill set, and the biggest mistake I think that they allowed to happen, which they couldn't really stop it, was letting Terence Crawford sit in the front row versus the Skull fight, the last fight. Canelo cannot throw punches if he's not stepping on his front foot. Canelo only throws a hook to the body, jab to the body, whichever punch he may throw, if he's coming forward and he steps down on his left leg. That's a very bad mistake of his, and he continues to do it throughout his career. A lot of people are sitting up here mad about the situation of him and Skull. Oh, Skull was doing this and Skull was doing that. But also, if you notice, Canelo Alvarez didn't initiate the fight either, which he should have. But Canelo Alvarez has gotten older, and his problem is he's got a little lazy in the ring, because Canelo Alvarez could have did way more in that Skull fight, even though they was going to let him win because Skull wasn't doing nothing but moving. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo Alvarez could have did way more. Go back and watch the Laura fight, another Cuban fighter who he fought. Was moving the same way, was doing the same things. Canelo still moved around that ring and won that fight, which a lot of people still think Laura beat Canelo to this day. Laura did not beat Canelo. I was the person who actually thought that Laura beat Canelo Alvarez. He did not. He didn't do enough. Canelo went out there and won off the body shots because Canelo was doing what was necessary, which shows that Canelo Alvarez has basically slowed down in his career. He ain't knocked nobody out in years. Canelo Alvarez is not a counterpuncher. Canelo Alvarez is a 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 puncher. If you move around on him, you step around on him, there's nothing Canelo's going to do, because he has to punch off his left foot. When he get his feet planted, that's when Canelo punches. So a lot of people out here saying that, oh, Terence is going to run and Terence is going to do this and that. Y'all can't tell nobody how to fight to win no fight. All Terence really has to do is wait to the later rounds, use his jab on Canelo, fight on the inside with Canelo a little bit, or use his jab, box him from the outside, wait till Canelo drops his hand. The 1-2 needs to be very necessary to defeat Canelo Alvarez. The 1-2, the jab right hand, because Canelo, when he's coming forward, when he's doing this, he drops his left hand a lot. Feint with a jab, throw the jab, right hand. Feint with the jab, throw the jab, right hand. Canelo is basic, y'all. It's basic. Most of the fighters out there fear him. Most of the fighters know that 9 times out of 10 he got power, where he gonna come in there, he gonna try to hurt you. But Canelo is a basic fighter. If you put a jab in Canelo, if you continuously put y'all got to think about, he lost to a smaller Floyd Mayweather. Let's get this understood first. All right? This automatically lets y'all know that Canelo Alvarez don't got the skill set that y'all think he got. He lost to a smaller Floyd Mayweather due to the fact Floyd had more skill set. And I'm not saying, before somebody get on here and say it, I'm not saying that Terence Crawford has Floyd Mayweather's abilities or skill set. Okay? But the one thing that Terence does have that Floyd has, watch the Skull fight, Canelo was vulnerable to what? A right uppercut. Right uppercut. If you watch the Skull fight, a little bit of movement slows down Canelo Alvarez. He's not the same fighter he used to be. But this is what I don't want to hear. When Terence Crawford defeats Canelo Alvarez, don't come out here and say he was old. Don't come out here and say he was out of his prime. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Y'all did the same thing with Spence. Y'all made excuses for Spence, even though Spence came back after the car wreck, beating Danny Garcia's and many more and other fighters, Ugas's. Y'all, when he ran up across Terence and got destroyed, y'all complained. Y'all even brought up steroids, not even realizing that they get tested for steroids before and after the fight. Which you clearly seen Terence Crawford had a Band-Aid in his arm after defeating Errol Spence Jr. But yet we had people running around here talking about snack and, he's a snack fighter. He was on steroids. And I told y'all for 5 years he was going to beat the hell out of Errol Spence. I told y'all that for 5 years. Canelo Alvarez, no different. One-dimensional. The only real difference between Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence Jr. Canelo Alvarez doesn't throw everything behind his jab. Errol had to set everything up. Jab, 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 body, body, body. Jab, body, body, body. Errol Spence was one-dimensional. Canelo is a little different. You already know Canelo gonna head hunt. If he can't get to your body, if he can't get to you for real and hit your head, he gonna go to your body. He is already mapped out on the fact that he won't be able to beat Terence Crawford. Let's talk about the teams. Let's talk about the trainers. Y'all, Eddie Reynoso. Everybody loves talking about Eddie Reynoso. Let me tell y'all about Eddie Reynoso, okay? Let me let y'all understand this. For one, Eddie Reynoso didn't learn nothing from boxing from his father because his father used to be an actor. Look it up. His father used to be an actor that just bought a gym. His father used to be an actor that just bought a gym. Now watch this when I tell y'all this. Have y'all noticed any change in how Canelo Alvarez boxes since Eddie Reynoso came in and his father's left? Eddie Reynoso is the Mexican Derrick James. Malik Scott. Eddie Reynoso is the black. Eddie Reynoso is the Mexican. What's his name? Derrick James. Don't teach nothing. Don't know nothing. Don't teach nothing but know but how to punch. Eddie Reynoso daddy was an actor, y'all. He wasn't no fighter. Eddie Reynoso ain't never fought a day in his life. They just let Canelo go and do what he do from off Canelo Alvarez's ability. Now let's go over to Terence Crawford's team. Bomac actually fought. The Mexican trainer actually was an amateur. Was a good amateur. Now I don't know about the other black dude, the tall black dude. I don't know if he was in boxing or not. But we've always understood this, in life, especially you my age. I've been here 4 decades. I'm 41. 2 heads are better than one. 2 heads are better than one. Imagine there's 3 heads against one. Training a boxer that has power, a boxer that has IQ, a boxer that has footwork, a boxer that has counterpunching ability, a boxer that can switch stances from southpaw to orthodox, against a fighter that can't throw a punch unless they stand on their front feet. This all facts. This ain't no hate. Shout out to the Mexican fans out there. Shout out to Canelo Alvarez fans. This just hate. This just being real. Of course, we all know the truth of this. Canelo Alvarez is supposed to win this fight. Canelo Alvarez is supposed to win this fight. It's going to be even worse when he don't. He was supposed to beat Floyd Mayweather. He came in 20 pounds bigger than Floyd Mayweather and still couldn't beat him. And Floyd didn't run. Floyd didn't run. Floyd stood right there in front of Canelo and outboxed the hell out of him. You want to know why? Because Floyd seen that Canelo punches when he plants his feet. Go back and watch the jabs of Floyd Mayweather when he was jabbing the hell out of Canelo. It was when Canelo won on his front feet. When Canelo moved off that back foot and come forward, that's when Floyd would throw his jab and hit Canelo straight in his mouth. Because he knew he was off balance, and he knew Canelo, in order for him to throw punches, he had to stand on that front foot. Now, for all the black people out here, let me tell y'all this, because you know a lot of y'all black fans out here, y'all go crazy with the sport of boxing. Y'all think all of them love each other and all this. Floyd ain't no fighter that love all black fighters. Floyd is not finna teach Canelo Alvarez how to beat. Not finna teach Terence Crawford how to beat Canelo Alvarez. You want to know why? Because if Terence Crawford defeats Canelo Alvarez, it only adds on to his greatness over Floyd Mayweather. See, a lot of y'all don't know about boxing. A lot of y'all just watch it and you dick ride whoever got jewelry and nice cars. But in the sport of boxing, the undisputed guys are the kings of boxing. That means they went and challenged everybody necessary to become undisputed, or they fought the man that went and fought everybody else, who beat everybody else to become undisputed. Floyd Mayweather has never done that. One of the most skillful fighters I have ever seen in my life is Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to say that again. One of the most skillful fighters I have ever seen in my life is Floyd Mayweather. But when it comes to boxing and legacy, he don't go past Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is a two-time undisputed champion. Like Evander Holyfield, which they never mentioned. Evander Holyfield is a two-time undisputed champion from cruiserweight to heavyweight. You see what I'm saying? This ain't no distance against Floyd. It's just the truth. Floyd ain't never been undisputed. Floyd ain't never sat down and said, I'm going to fight the guy with the belts. Floyd always found a way to go out there and win and become 49-0, not 50-0, 49-0, and be 50-0. Terence has already surpassed Floyd Mayweather. Not saying that I think that Terence Crawford is a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather, or a better all-around fighter than Floyd Mayweather. But as far as legacy and accomplishments in the sport of boxing, Floyd can't lace up Terrence's shoes. And I know a lot of black people gonna get on here and be mad at me for saying that, but that's because you don't know nothing about boxing and you worried about a 50-0 record, a 49-0 record, and he ain't never been undisputed. He ain't never been undisputed. He can't tie Terence Crawford's shoes. Floyd Mayweather could never say nothing about Terence Crawford. Ever. But now let's go back to the fight. One thing we got to understand is this: in boxing, long as a punch can land, there's a 50-50 chance that your favorite fighter or my favorite fighter will lose. I always remember that in the sport of boxing. I don't care if they fight a dude that you think a bum, a dude you think is a nobody. There's always a possibility. If you don't see a punch coming, you're getting knocked out. So just as I'm sitting here and I'm telling you, I think Terence Crawford is going to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Canelo may throw something Terence don't see and knock knock Terence Crawford out. I'm basing my opinion off what I've seen throughout their careers and what's going on and their abilities. And when it comes down to it, even though it's a step up in weight, Even though Terence Crawford is doing something very smart and staying at his natural weight, which is about 180 pounds in training, I think due to the skill set of Terence Crawford having more in his arsenal, a fighter that's versatile, fundamental, IQ, can move around the ring, counterpuncher, switch from southpaw, switch to orthodox. He has more in his arsenal to defeat Canelo Alvarez. I'm not saying Buzz win, but you're just saying, what am I saying that's irrelevant to the now? I never mentioned Gamboa. I never mentioned Gamboa. What are you talking about Gamboa for? No, they're not very different from 5 years ago, because just 2 years ago, Bud was stopping everything that moved. Bud was stopping everything that moved in front of him. He stopped Errol. The only person he didn't stop was Madrimov, which Madrimov was a tricky fighter. Tricky fighter. Good fighter. Oh, okay, my bad. Crawford looked slow at 154 and Madrimov. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, due to the long layout, he did look a little, slow, ring rust. You know what I'm saying? But even still being able to beat a fighter like Madrimov, shows you the talent of, what I'm saying? Terence Crawford. Even for him to beat Madrimov after a year and some layoff. But them trainers, them three heads better than one, he gonna come out victorious over Canelo Alvarez, y'all. Canelo done slowed down. And I hate to say he done slowed down because y'all gonna use that as an excuse when he get beat. But y'all done forgot the fact that Canelo a front runner. That's why he didn't use that much energy when he was fighting Skull. He could have did better than that. Y'all kept, Skull was running the whole time. Skull was bouncing around the ring the whole time. But what about Canelo Alvarez not initiating the fight enough? Canelo was just throwing body punches and no, you supposed to go forward. Create the fight. He running from you, cut the ring off and create the fight. But a lot of people would just complain about Skull. You should have complained about Canelo too. You should have complained about Canelo too. He wasn't creating a fight. He ducked Boots and Virgil Ortiz. You talking about two fighters that ain't fought nobody for real yet? You talking about the Virgil Ortiz that go and challenge people after they lose? That's the Virgil Ortiz you talking about? You talking about the Virgil Ortiz that challenge fighters after they get a one on their record? Go back and look. Everybody watching right now, go and look at Virgil Ortiz's record and see how many fighters he fought that had a one on them. When they fought, already lost. You talking about Boots? You talking about Boots that's running from Brian Norman? You talking about that Boots? You talking about the Boots that is a weight bullet at 147 and he could have easily challenged Terence Crawford for the WBA super middleweight title when he went to the Madrimov fight? He was sitting out there in the Madrimov fight. Terence didn't even look. Let me tell you something. Terence didn't even look his best against Madrimov, and he still didn't challenge Terence Crawford. I'm gonna say that again so you can hear me. Do you feel me? Are you listening? Hit that like button, please. If you're watching, please hit the like button. He was at the Madrimov fight where Terence didn't look his best. He still didn't challenge Terence for that belt. Every time Boots have a bad performance, I'm moving up to 154. Why not just move up to 154 if you want Terence that bad? If you want Terence on your resume that bad, when you went to that Madrimov fight and you seen he didn't look his best against Madrimov, why didn't you challenge him for that title, Boots? Why is you running from Brian Norman, Boots? Why Virgil Ortiz was at 147 with Terence Crawford and never got the fight made with Terence Crawford? It don't matter if he being better don't mean nothing. See, you going off the triangle thing with boxing. Oh, this guy beat him better than that. Manny Pacquiao beat a lot of fighters better than Floyd. Did Manny Pacquiao beat Floyd? See, that's what y'all stuck on. Oh, Virgil Ortiz did a better job than Terence Crawford against Madrimal. But like I said, Virgil Ortiz don't fight undefeated fighters like that. When it was time to fight Staniosis, what kept going on? When it was time to fight undefeated Staniosis, fight postponed, fight postponed, fight postponed. Every time it's trying, Virgil Ortiz don't fight nobody who ain't lost yet for real. If you a caliber opponent, Virgil Ortiz wait till you lose and fight you. Now all of a sudden, see, listen to how Boots them contradict themselves. Oh, we determined to be undisputed at 147. But every time he looked bad against Karen, every time Boots looked bad against Karen, he run and say we finna go to 54. But now, since he got them 2 titles and he could go for 3 and 4, he'll probably have to wait because Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao. He can go and fight Brian Norman. Ain't it funny when it's time for the Brian Norman fight? I'm going to 154. Huh? Ain't it funny when it's time to fight Brian Norman? I'm going to 154. I just keep it real. I don't care if they black, white, purple, green, what color boxer they is. I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of black people get on my channel and be mad at me and talk, oh, ain't you black? That ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We talk the real over here. Easy gonna tell you the truth. Easy gonna tell you the truth. And I'm telling y'all on which I hate. Well, I don't know why they put the fight all the way to September the 13th. I want to wait till no damn September the 13th to see this fight. Y'all should set this fight up for like August. My birthday, August 25th. What, June, July, August? Yeah, August 26th. August 30th. Some. Whatever Saturday coming up on in August, they should have had this fight in August. We don't want to wait till no damn September 13th. You know how much can happen in 2-3 months? Fighter train and hurt his hand on the bag, or a car accident, like Keith, you know what I'm saying? Like Keith Thurman, you said, well, we don't want to wait that long. But I'm telling y'all, Canelo Alvarez ain't for beat no Terence Crawford. He's not. Terence is the better all-around fighter. Y'all forgetting that Canelo is the same fighter that lost to a little bitty Floyd Mayweather. A little bitty Floyd Mayweather. Y'all stuck on the fact that he moved up and beat Sergey Kovalev, sold Canelo Alvarez that belt. It was a rigged fight. That was a real fight. That was a rigged fight. I'm sorry, rigged fight. Canelo Alvarez versus Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev beat Anthony Yard, strong young fighter, at his natural weight of 175, pushing his head back. Beat Andre Ward the first time. Why is it when he was fighting Canelo Alvarez, you ain't never seen Sergey Kovalev throwing pity-pat Shane Mosley jabs? When he fought Canelo Alvarez, you ain't never seen Sergey Kovalev throwing pity-pat Shane Mosley jabs. That fight was rigged. Kovalev had punched this lady in the face and was going through a lawsuit. Sold that belt for $12 million. $12 million. You ain't never seen nobody knock out Sergey Kovalev, but Canelo Alvarez move up to 175 and just knock out Sergey Kovalev. Y'all crazy as hell. Come on now. Come on now. move up. Canelo said Crawford is a better fighter than Floyd. Um, could be just a disrespect Floyd. Really can't say. I think that was something he should say after he fights Terence Crawford if Terence beat him. To say that, I think that's like a shot at Floyd Mayweather. Or he's just saying it from accomplishments. Because like I keep stating, even though a lot of people don't want to admit it, Terence has accomplished way more than Floyd in the sport of boxing, legacy-wise. So he could be saying it from that, but it could either be a shot at Floyd Mayweather by saying that, or it's off the accolades that Terence has, obtained in boxing. But I think it's something that should be said after they fight. Who has not? He has not. Who has not what, Smitty? Smitty boxing. Who has not what? You saying Terence Crawford ain't accomplished more than Floyd Mayweather? Come on, Smitty boxing. Jamar Ennis wants Jamel Charlo. He don't want them problems. He don't want them problems. Plus, Charlo needs some step up fights before he come back. You know Crawford, but no. See, this is what I be talking about, y'all. Smitty boxing. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Everybody watching right now, Smitty boxing. I love Crawford, but no. What does Floyd have over Terence Crawford and accolades in boxing? See, this how you know people be watching them big channels. And a lot of boxing fans be dick riding and don't know nothing about boxing. Has Floyd Mayweather ever been undisputed at least one time? Smitty, has Floyd Mayweather Jr. ever been undisputed at least once? Five different weight classes. Smitty, where are you? Has Floyd Mayweather ever been undisputed once? The biggest accomplishment in boxing is undisputed, where you go fight the king of the ring. The biggest accomplishment in boxing is when you go fight the king of the ring. The guy that went and took the belts, you got a belt, and y'all challenge each other. Has Floyd ever done that? Oh, there you go. He has beat more world champions than Crawford. That ain't got nothing to do with it. And more weight classes. Do you know that in these weight classes, there are always, since the 4-belt era, there are 4 other kings of the ring, which have 4 belts. There's 4 belts out there. This guy got a belt. That means they the top echelon of that weight class. Floyd didn't fight the top echelon of his weight class to become undisputed. How is he greater than Terence Crawford? How is he greater than Terence Crawford in accolades and legacy of boxing when he has never been undisputed? How? Be more champions don't mean nothing. Manny Pacquiao beat a lot of champions, never undisputed. Manny Pacquiao fought much harder competition. Why didn't he fight the harder competition that had the belts? Why he ducked Kell Brook? Why he ducked Keith Thurman? Why he ducked Spadafora? Why he ducked Margarito? And don't bring up the Margarito with the glove situation. Okay, that was the glove situation. All right, we know Margarito cheap. But why he didn't fight all them fighters where he could have went and got other belts and been undisputed? Duck Paul Williams. Duck Paul Williams. Duck Demir Khan. Duck Demir Khan. He had a better Pretty Boy Floyd era. Bud got a 2-time undisputed era. Bud got a 2-time undisputed era. Some Floyd ain't got. Oh yeah, okay. Mayweather is a 6-time champion in 5 different weight classes. Not undisputed though. He has beaten more world champions than anybody in history. So that make him the greatest fighter ever? Because he beat more world champions. Yet you didn't see the fights that you really wanted to see, a lot of them. It's not, y'all keep saying lesser competition. It's competition at your time. It's not Terrence's fault that they couldn't beat him. It's not Terrence's fault that they couldn't beat him. Floyd wouldn't have beat a young Miguel Cotto. Floyd can't beat a young Miguel Cotto. You seen what the old Cotto was doing with Floyd Mayweather? Imagine if they was younger. Imagine if they was younger. Shane Mosley. Even though Shane Mosley did duck Floyd, talking about he got to go spend time with his family and take a vacation. Even though he did duck Floyd. By a couple of years. Floyd was older than Pacquiao. Floyd was older than Canelo. What they got to do with anything? No, the age don't matter. No, age don't matter. That's proven. When did I bring up age? I said a younger Cotto would have beat Floyd Mayweather. A younger Cotto. Do you realize that Miguel Cotto only won the championship at 154 because what's his name? Dang, what's his sponsor? But he's highlighted. He beat Paul Williams. He beat Paul Williams, knocked Paul Williams out. His knee was messed up when Canelo Alvarez won that title at 154. Sergio Martinez. Do you know that Cotto only won that title because Sergio Martinez's leg was messed up? Sergio, yeah. That wasn't no superb Miguel Cotto that won that title that Floyd took. That wasn't no A1. Come on, man. That wasn't no A1 Miguel Cotto. Come on, bro. It's to the y'all go and put up the resumes of names against Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, like Miguel Cotto, Manny Pacquiao, all these fighters at that time was out there for Terence Crawford to fight. Boxing goes on. Boxing lives on. There's new fighters that come. There's new fighters that show up. That has nothing to do whether the names of other fighters. Who was there, they was there. And with Floyd era, the names, no matter how many champions he beat, he did not go and be undisputed. Regardless of what you say, how many champions Floyd beat, he didn't go be undisputed. He didn't go challenge the other kings. Manny Pacquiao didn't go and challenge the other kings. This is what y'all got to understand. If is a 3, 4, 5 divisional champion and has never been undisputed. That means they were ducking. Tank doing it. A lot of fighters doing it. Like, just like don't nobody want to mention Antoine Russell's name at 140. Don't nobody want to fight Antoine Russell at 140. There's no way you can be 35-0, 40-0, and never be undisputed unless you were ducking. He got cooked by Puello. We ain't talking about Puello. I'm talking about T.O. and Hitchinson. T.O. and Hitchinson don't want to see that boy. I ain't mentioning about fighting him. Tank is a true duck. I don't. Before I get off, let me tell you, because I gotta go eat. I ain't ate all day. Just cook. Tank is a true. I don't see how y'all dare. I don't see how y'all dare to call Tank Davis the face of boxing. When I hear people say that, I already know they don't know nothing about boxing. They just a casual fan and just like what everybody else like. And I ain't hating on black man getting his money. Tank, keep getting your money. But when it comes to boxing, legacy, Tank is trash with what he's doing. Tank just went out there and almost got beat by a 130 pounder. We might not even say almost. Some people say he won. Lamont Roach won. Some people say it was a draw. I feel like Lamont Roach won. It should have never even been close to a draw. And you fighting a 130 pounder. And y'all dare say that this boy will beat Shakur Stevenson. I think Keyshawn Davis will beat Tank. I think Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson both will beat Tank. But Keyshawn Davis is a duck too. Keyshawn Davis is a duck too. Won't fight Andy Cruz. Then when they mention about Ray Mortalla, he talking about some, oh, I don't want to fight for all the belts. I already got a belt. I don't want to fight for the IBF belt. I don't want to fight Ray Mortalla. Duck. Keyshawn Davis be ducking too. You running for, well, I ain't gonna say running. If he can't make the weight, he can't make the weight no more. But you said when Andy Cruz came to the division that you was gonna do something. You don't, that man, Keyshawn Davis allowed Andy Cruz to walk around and say that he is his son. Don't mention his name. But he'll step up to a Abdullah Mason, talk crazy to Abdullah Mason. He'll step up to this fight and say this or that fight. Andy Cruz said that you his son, bro. But won't fight Andy Cruz. He didn't want to fight Ray Mortalla when they asked him about that. Oh, no, I don't want the IBF belt. I don't want to pay for no IBF belt. It said you don't have to do the weight. No, what he said, I don't want to have to deal with the weight issues of the IBF. And then a dude told me, he said, no, he said, when you unify, you don't have to deal with it like that. Oh, well, Ray Mortalla need to do what he need to do, then a fight can happen. Keyshawn, fake as hell. Keyshawn, full of talk. Go holler at Andy. Get that Andy, baby. Boo's been moving funny. He ain't just started moving funny. Boo's been. Our plan is to be undisputed. That's our goal, to be undisputed champion. And then as soon as he get a chance to fight Brian Norman and go for that other belt at 147, he run from 147. He runs from 147 and say, oh, I'm going to 154 now. Boo's been ducking. Boo's used Terence Crawford's name to become a star. Boo's used Terence Crawford's name to become a star. Boots all cap, baby. Boots all cap too. Well, evidently Boots don't think so. Because why you ain't want to go collect another belt? Why you ain't want to go collect another belt and beat Brian Norman and shut him up? Why you ain't go shut Brian Norman up? Why you gonna let somebody go sit around him and you running from them when you could go fight him? Why you allowing that? It's a man out here saying that you running from him, Boots, but you don't want to go take the fight. He's saying you out here running. But you don't want to take the fight. Come on now, y'all. But when it comes to this Terence Crawford fight, Terence gonna beat Canelo, y'all. Terence is going to beat Canelo Alvarez. I promise y'all. I told y'all this about the Spence fight. Everybody doubted me. It's people had to come on my channel and say, bro, you said it, bro, for 5 years. You said it. And I'm telling y'all, bro. Appreciate you too, brother. Appreciate you too. I'm telling y'all. He gonna get whooped. When them later rounds come in against Crawford versus Canelo, when them later rounds come in, them counter punches, them right hooks, and them left hooks start getting dropped on Canelo, y'all like, oh, damn, here you go. Y'all gonna be sitting there like, oh, damn, here you go. Damn. I should have betted my money on Crawford. I'm telling y'all. Once Canelo slow down, and y'all start seeing them counter punches. Damn. Y'all seen them right start landing and I'm telling y'all now. Remember, Easy said it first. Easy said it first. On September 13th, y'all gonna remember me. Y'all gonna remember my face. Y'all say, damn, man, that dude. Watch. See, so some of y'all stuck on this. Oh, they already talking about some ain't no running. Ain't no running in no damn square ring. Do a fighter move too much and not fight? Yes. Ain't no such thing as running in no damn ring. Get that out your mind that Crawford gonna go out there and do what Canelo Alvarez wants him to do. Get that out your mind. Oh, he gonna go out there. Get that out your mind. Would you go out there and stand in front of a fighter when you know you can beat him and frustrate him from movement? I ain't got to fight the way that you tell me to fight you. What's up, Aaron? I ain't got to go out there and fight you the way that you telling me I need to fight you. No. Just slow, y'all. Just remember what I'm telling you. When y'all start seeing them counter punches get landed, and y'all see Canelo face doing y'all gonna say, "Oh shit, here it come, here it come." Here it come. Well, y'all start seeing that. Then y'all say, man, that dude was right, man. Damn, man. I should have betted on that man. Yeah. I'm telling you now. It's gonna be amazing, I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna be sitting there looking like, damn. Then you won't hear the crying. Oh, Canelo would have got older. Canelo wasn't in his prime. Canelo had the flu the night before the fight. Canelo had a rib injury. Somebody tried to shoot Canelo mama's car up at the gas station. Canelo wasn't focused. Canelo wasn't focused. His wife just had another baby. Canelo was in a car accident we knew nothing about until after the fight. He just didn't want to tell the fans. That wasn't the same Canelo Alvarez we've seen. Same thing they did with Errol. Canelo had a seizure backstage. Canelo wasn't himself. Yeah, we gonna hear all that when y'all hear them. Bah, bah, bah. That jab get put in the face. Bah, bah, bah. Canelo was injured. Watch what I said, that wasn't the same Canelo Alvarez you seen. He was poisoned. He gonna do the arrow spins. It was a lady in a red dress came poison Canelo Alvarez backstage. He gonna use the Floyd Schofield route. It was a lady in a red dress, a train of Terence Crawford's poison Canelo. Yeah. We're gonna hear all the excuses. Oh, look at Lucy Girl comment, y'all. This dude broke. This dude on crack. This dude EBT living. This dude hiding from the police. Look how he got emotional in his feeling. Let me tell you something, Lucy Girl. Okay, Lucy Girl, I stay by myself. Okay, Lucy Girls. I don't do crack. I have CDLs. Okay? All this is mine. Hey! 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 I don't live with nobody. This is mine. I can't get an EBT card. I can't get an ET. I wish I did have EBT. I wish I did have EBT. Okay? I ain't got no warrants. I couldn't drive what I drive if I had warrants. Okay? You gotta come a little better than that. Take the emotions out your bitch ass. Take the emotions out your bitch ass. We talking about boxing. We talking about boxing. That's all. Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional, Lucy. Don't be emotional. We talking about boxing, baby. Yeah, Omaha stand up. Mexico, stand up for both fighters. Omaha, Mexico, stand up for both fighters. Let me get a cigarette. Because I'm stressing about these warrants. I got to smoke these cigarettes because I'm stressing about these warrants. Lucy said. Oh, I got 5% left. Y'all got to get off. I got to get up off of here. I thank y'all for supporting the channel, for watching me. If you would like to support the channel, because we ain't rich. I ain't got Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford money. Go to the description. You could, do what you want to do for the channel. Support the channel. Cash App is available if you want to support the channel. Share the videos. Share the videos. That also helps the channel as well. I ain't got number 5%, y'all. I got to get up off of here. You understand me? But I love y'all. That's what the comment section for. If you disagree with me, you still welcome on the channel. That's what it's here for. Comment. Hit the like button before you leave. I truly appreciate everybody watching. This your boy